Have you ever wanted those nice, crisp Gorilla Tag Blender thumbnails or profile pictures? Well, here's how you can get them. First, go on any browser of your choice and go to this website. Next, you want to download this Gorilla IK Rig Blend file right here. Then go to this website and download this update to Gorilla Tag Blender Faces.zip. Then you want to open this website, but just leave it open in a tab. And then you want to go to this website and download this Gorilla Tag Forest Texture Pack model. Then you want to download it as an FBX file. Once you download all of those, you want to go into your Blender. I have 5.2, you can use any version, but 5.2 works best for me. You're going to wait until a pop-up comes up, so let's wait for that. There we go, this is the pop-up. You're going to press open and open the Gorilla Tag IK Rig Blend file. Once you do that, you want to press Z on your keyboard and select rendered. As you can see, our gorilla is now here. Now you want to open up this menu and locate the render tab. So once you find it, you want to select your render engine as Cycles and scroll down to color management, select sRGB, Filmic, and very high contrast. Once you select those, you want to go to output and select image, PNG, and RGBA. Once you do that, you can go to this world tab and put the strength down to around 400. And now our gorilla is looking good. Now, what we can do is we can select this rig and go into pose mode, and to pose options, and turn X-axis mirror off. Then, you can move your gorilla freely. I'm gonna make a pose. Here's the time lapse of me making it. As you can see, my Gorilla Tag pose is done, and now our gorilla is looking very snazzy. Now what we can do is we can go and select this Gorilla Tag name file and press tab on our keyboard. Then you'll see this blue line and delete all the text and replace it with the text of your choice. Once you do that, you click off and press tab again to get out of the edit mode. Once you're out of the edit mode, you select Gorilla Tag model and then go back to the website where I told you, and then put in your color code and copy it. Then go to Blender, select primary color, and paste it in this hex box right here. There you go. Now your gorilla has your name and your color code. Once it has both of those, you can press Shift A right here and create a mesh plane. Scale it up with S, then press Shift A, create a new mesh, and you want to rotate this up and then scale it up. Then you can move it back with G. So let's go ahead and do that. Move it back. Then you want to select the one on the ground, press F2, and then name it grass. Then you want to go ahead and press F2 on this one and name it wall. Once you do that, select the grass and then go down here and create a new material. Call it grass. Now once that is done, you can go to your files and extract the Blender Faces.zip. And then you can extract the Gorilla Tag Forest Pack. Once you extract those, you want to go back into Blender. So as you can see, I'm back in Blender, and you want to select this little yellow dot and make it image texture. Then you want to press open, go into your Gorilla Tag Forest Texture Pack, textures, and then select this ground just grass.png. Then you want to move over here and select, instead of linear, you want to choose closest. Now you have your grass. Now we're going to do the same process for the wall. So let's create our new material, name it wall. Select image texture, open the Gorilla Tag Texture Forest Pack, and make it rockwall.png. Then we make it closest. And now our gorilla has a background along with its pose. And now we can move our gorilla wherever we would like in the scenery. Once you move your gorilla, you can adjust him in any way. Once he's all moved, you want to go and you want to select the Gorilla Tag model, and you want to click on this face texture dot and just drag it over here. Then do image texture color, then select open, and then go to the Gorilla Tag Blender Faces. We'll do this one. Select any one you want, and then go to this face texture factor and turn it all the way up. And now your gorilla has the face of your choice, and then you want to change it from linear to closest again. And now we have our gorilla, and he has his facial expression. Now we press Shift A to create a camera, Press G to move it, and then you can move it to face your gorilla. Press 0 numpad on your keyboard, and then press G to move it, the camera. You can move it anywhere you want, and now I'm gonna get off of it so I can move it back more. And now my camera is where I want it to be. So I can zoom in, and then I can move it around with G, and then boom, there's my camera, there's what I want it to be. And finally, the last step is to go ahead and select this little show overlays thing, turn that off. And you want to go over here and turn the other one, show overlays, off. So you turn both of them off, then select the camera and go into your camera settings. So let me just select the camera. Or sorry, you need overlays on to select the camera. So then you can turn overlays off. Select the camera, go to viewport display, and turn this little bar all the way up. And there you have it. There's your thumbnail. And if you wanted the profile picture, you can just like screenshot just the head. But there you go. Once you screenshot it, you can open an editor like CapCut, Photopea, or Photoshop, and then add text. But there you go. Goodbye. See you in the next one.